Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make goat meat stew from scratch to finish. This recipe is easy to make, it's delicious, and it's time serving. So settle down, let's get cooking. First I'll be showing you the ingredients that I'm going to be using for this recipe. For my goat meat stew, these are the ingredients that I'll be using. First, I have my goat meat here. It's already neatly washed. I have some onion, some tomato paste. I also have chili and paprika pepper. Then I also have some thyme. Then this is a combination of paprika, bell pepper, and Scotch bonnet. I also have some bouillon cubes, curry, salt, pepper, garlic, and a mixed spice for my meat seasoning. So in here I have some yaji, onion, garlic powder, thyme, curry, chili, and paprika. So I also have my tomatoes here and some vegetable oil. So these are all the ingredients I'll be using for my stew. First, I'll be prepping my onion. I've prepped most of the ingredients we'll be using today. It's just a few of them left. Next, we'll be chopping our garlic. Yes, so I'm prepping my garlic in two forms. So this is the first one where I'm chopping the garlic. So I'm using my garlic press to mince this. So I'm just going to add the garlic into the minced. Okay, so my garlic is finely minced. Next, I'll be prepping my tomato. I'll be chopping this using my food processor. So for easier chopping, I'm just going to cut it into 4 cubes, just so that it will be easy for the food processor to just chop it. Now I'll be cooking my meat. Transfer my goat meat into my pot. Go ahead to season it with some Scotch Bonnet Pepper, some mixed spices, my minced garlic, some onion, and some seasoning cubes. Then we'll give this a good stir, a good but gentle stir. Okay, I think that's good. We are going to cover this and leave it on a low heat for 5 minutes. I'm done cutting my tomato, so I'm just going to go ahead to chop it using my food processor. I'll transfer my tomato into my food processor. I'll also be chopping my bell pepper, paprika, and Scotch bonnet pepper alongside. I'm going to be chopping this for 10 seconds. So our tomato and pepper mixture is ready. So our meat has been cooking for the past 5 minutes. Let's check to see if it needs extra water. So this is our meat. If you actually followed the step to this point, this is how your meat should be looking. So I'm going to add extra water to the meat. Just going to cover my meat with water, not too much, please. All right, just enough to cook the meat until soft. So I'm going to cover this and allow the meat to cook until it's soft. Then we'll come back to check. We've been cooking our meat for a while now. Let's check to see if it's well cooked. All right, so it's well cooked. It's tender. I like my meat tender because I have a toddler who likes to chew as well. So we are going to bring this off the heat. Now that our goat meat is well cooked, we'll proceed to making our stew. So to do that, you heat up some vegetable oil in your pot. Once your oil is hot, transfer your goat meat into your oil. Then you're going to allow this to fry on a low heat until it's golden brown. Ensure you're stirring your meat in between frying so it doesn't get burnt. Frying the meat in the oil helps infuse the goat meat flavor into the oil. So that's why I love to deep fry my meat when I'm making goat meat stew. If you don't want it deep fried, you can use your air fryer to fry the meat. So my meat is well fried. I don't want it too dry, I just want it medium. I'm just going to take this out. Next, I'm going to add some curry powder, some thyme, and some chopped garlic. I'm going to give this a good stir. Just allow it to fry for a while in the oil. Next, I'll be adding my tomato paste. If you've been watching to this point, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you would always know when we post subsequent videos. So give this a gentle stir. Be careful so the oil doesn't splash on you. So our tomato paste is well fried. This is how it is. So now we are going to be adding the fresh tomato. This is a fresh tomato. We'll be adding this to the already frying tomato paste. So I'm just going to use the spoon to scoop it inside so that it doesn't splash. At this point, if you don't want to use all your tomato, if you feel like it's too much, you can, keep the rest. Just save it for times when it will be needed. We are just going to give this a good stir so that everything, both the fresh tomato and the tomato paste, everything can incorporate well. So our stew is well fried. You can see the oil floating on top. If you also want to be sure of how well it is fried, you can go ahead to just test it to see if it still has the sour feeling. So we'll still leave it to fry for a little more time, maybe 5 minutes. And then we come back. It still has some water in, so we'll let the water dry. When you get to the point where your oil is floating at the top of your tomatoes, just know that your tomato is well fried. What you're going to do next is to add your onion to it. Alright, so this way your onion stays fresh, but if you really want to infuse it into the oil, you can go ahead to fry it with your garlic and your curry before adding your tomato. Next, you'll be adding your goat meat, then add your leftover curry powder, thyme, seasoning cubes, some salt, not too much, then some chili pepper and dry paprika. After that, give it a good stir. I'm going to allow this to simmer for 5 minutes before I go ahead to add my stock and water. Okay, so go ahead to add your stock. Give it a good stir. And then add some water, depending on the quantity of stock. If your stock is much, it don't need a lot of water, but if not, you can add a good amount of water. That's okay. We're just going to leave this to come to a boil. After leaving your stew for 10 minutes on low heat, give it a good stir. At this point, your stew is ready. Can you see how it's bubbly? So if you've been following this recipe from the beginning to this point, this is how you make the Nigerian goat meat stew. Our stew is ready. We'll just go ahead to serve. So you can enjoy this with some boiled white rice or white yam or ripe plantain. Thank you, lovelies, for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye.